Hello class, welcome to our summer audiology online class. This first video is just going to go through some of the basics that you're going to need for the class. I'm going to go through the syllabus and talk about some of the ways you're going to need to navigate Blackboard in order to get through the rest of the summer. Hopefully you're going to be able to access videos throughout the summer which will provide my lectures on each of the different units that we're going to work on throughout the semester. So let's get started. Make sure you have access to Blackboard. If you do not have access to Blackboard, please send me an email as soon as possible because you're going to need that. You all should have your control panel here on the left that has a list of everything that you're going to need. We're going to start out by clicking on the syllabus tab. Okay, let's take a look at the syllabus together. Alright, so our audiology class. Take a look at the information. Important to note, if you have to get in touch with me, and you will throughout the summer, you're going to have to email me at the address that's on the syllabus here. It's joseph.hoffman, Hoffman, at stonybrook.edu. I will be checking this email as much as possible throughout the summer, so if you have any questions or if you're submitting any work, please make sure you send me an email. If I don't respond within 24 hours, you can shoot a follow-up email, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, our audiology class is one of the classes that are part of our speech-language pathology track within the linguistics department. So most of you that are taking this class are probably interested in speech-language pathology in some way, shape, or form. So hopefully you'll get a lot out of this class. I do enjoy this class, and the students that have taken it in the past have as well. So our goal is to talk about audiology. What is audiology, and some of the basics that an individual who is going to become a speech-language pathologist and/or an audiologist is going to need to have. We will go through a few different units throughout the semester. We're going to be starting off with some basic information regarding the prevalence of hearing loss currently today. And then we will start out talking about anatomy and physiology related to hearing. We'll follow up with some information about the nature of sound, how we measure sound, then the different types of hearing loss that are present, and how we assess hearing loss, and then finally how we work with individuals who have hearing loss. And that should take us through the semester. So we're going to be talking about hearing loss as it pertains to individuals across the age range from infants to geriatrics. Excuse me. So take a look at all the information on the syllabus. I'm not going to review everything. It is important to note that participation is a part of your grade for this class, so there will be points throughout the summer that you're going to have to participate in discussions on Blackboard, so make sure that you do that in order to get the highest grade you possibly can. Okay, there are readings on Blackboard. This is under a tab called Textbook. Each time we start a new unit, I will highlight what textbook readings are required for that unit. Additionally, there are some other readings that are going to be just for your information purposes throughout the semester, so I'll highlight that as we get there. If you want to purchase a textbook, if you're going into audiology and you think that's going to be beneficial to you, I would recommend the Martin and Clark text. There is probably an updated edition by now, but it's Introduction to Audiology, and it's published by Allen and Bacon. It's a very good text. Alright, assignments. Assignments are due when they are due, tests are due when they are due. There are no late, you can't have anything in late, sorry. This is a short class. We don't have many sessions together, we don't have many weeks to get through. So really stay on top of the workload, guys. It'll be helpful for you and you won't become overwhelmed by that. So as I said, participation is important, and that is included in your grade, like I said before. Please stay up to date on the information that is out there. Okay, the major assignment for the semester outside of the exams is the article summary. On Blackboard, there is a tab on the left-hand side called Assignments. If you click on that, you will see the article summary pop up. Okay, your article summary is your assignment, and this sheet describes everything that is necessary in order for you to complete the assignment. So each student is required to submit one article summary of an experimental article. Now that might be new for you. An experimental article is different than an informational article. Experimental articles are articles that are published based on research that has been conducted. So researchers do an experiment and then they report out on it. They have an idea, they have a hypothesis, and they conduct research, and then at the end they discuss their findings. Okay, that's the kind of article that I want you to find and review. I don't want you to find an article that simply talks about, oh, the prevalence of middle ear infections in America today. Okay, that's informational, that's not what we're going to be looking at. So your article has to come from a peer-reviewed journal and published within the past 10 years. Peer-reviewed, does anybody know what that means? If you do not, you are going to find a journal that is peer-reviewed, which means that the articles that were submitted for publications were reviewed by a process that looks at how well the article was written. So basically it looks at how well the research was conducted, and if the information and the findings that came from that research are valuable to our field. So there are a list of articles that I will throw up on Blackboard. No, I'm sorry, not a list of articles, a list of journals that are applicable. Some journals that are provided by and that are accessible online by ASHA are a good place to start. And if you don't know what ASHA is, you will in a little while after we go through our intro. Okay, you are to submit a copy of the article or the link for me to get the article by the date that is set up on the syllabus. I believe, yes, it is June 10th. Okay, you are to submit your articles to me by June 10th for review and for approval. So I will let you know that the article that you have chosen is appropriate, it's experimental, it's based on something that we will be discussing throughout the semester, and you can move forward and start your article summary or review at that point. Okay? So your summary should be a synthesis of the article focused on the content and information that is being conveyed by the authors. You are also going to critique the structure or the design of the research. So here is a basic rubric of how you will be graded and the points that you will earn. You'll see here there's a total of 4, 8, 10, 15 points for a total of 15% of your grade for the article summary. So you're going to discuss the purpose and rationale for the study. Why did the authors feel that this study was needed now? Okay? Why did the authors conduct their research? What was their rationale for conducting their research? Okay, you're going to discuss that. Then you're going to go into some information about the methods. Methods includes the participants, the materials, and the procedures. So who the study was conducted with, the equipment or any materials that were needed to conduct the study, in addition to how the study was completed, the procedures that the authors used. So what they did with the participants, what they did with the information they were looking for, and how they reported out on it. Then you're going to discuss the results of the study. The results of the study are the findings, okay? And in addition to the results, the implications. What do these findings now mean to us, okay? How is this going to change the way speech-language pathologists and or audiologists and or doctors who work with individuals with hearing loss conduct their work. Okay? Throughout the article summary or review, you're going to provide your own critique and impressions. Okay? So you are to summarize the article, okay? Not rewrite the article. Summary means a shortened version of. So if your article is 8 pages, your assignment that you're going to be handed in should not be 8 pages. Again, this is a summary, okay? Within your summary, you should also include your own critique. Critique of the findings, critique of the way the research was conducted, okay? You can include your critique and your impressions throughout those different sections that I talked about before, or you could provide the summary first and then do a overall critique of all the different parts of the study and the article at the end, okay? Obviously, you guys are in college, grammar, spelling, and punctuation. That should be an easy 2 points for you guys, okay? Just a note, when I talk about critique and impressions, I don't mean you saying, I think this article was great. No. I think the authors conducted a fine study by including X, Y, and Z. Okay, talk about what was done and don't talk about just, I liked it or I didn't like it. Give me reasons, I want some detail. Okay, your article should be based on a topic that we're going to go over throughout the semester, so take a look at the syllabus, take a look at the text, and see some of the things that we're going to be discussing, and then find an article that's going to talk about those things. Yeah, like I said, you must submit your journal article for approval by June 10th, and then finally your article summaries are completely due on June 28th. You're going to upload digital copies to Blackboard. If I can create a Dropbox, I'm used to Moodle, I'll verify that. If not, you can shoot me an email with your final assignments. Okay, so that covers our article assignment. Alright, going back to Blackboard, just a quick note, the link on the left-hand side that says textbook, that includes all the readings that you're going to be required to complete throughout the semester. If you see the first reading is labeled Anatomy and Physiology of Hearing, okay, that will be related to our first unit, that will be related to the information that you need for your first exam, and then so on as we move forward. The readings are required, guys. You must do these readings. The videos and the lectures and the PowerPoints are going to be related to these readings. However, they are a supplement to the readings. They are not in lieu of the readings. So you are to do the readings, you are to watch the videos, and go through the lectures both. Okay? Your exams will cover information that is in the lectures and information that is strictly from the reading. Okay? In order to gain all the information that you need for this class, you have to do both the readings and the lectures. Right? So that's under textbook. And then finally, your exams. Your exams, okay, are going to be under the assessment tab. If you see right now there is no content to display, that's because there are no exams as of yet. Okay? When the exams come up, you will get a link to the exam. You will have a certain amount of time that the exam will be available, and then within that time you are to complete the exam. You will have 1 hour and 20 minutes to complete the exam. So once you start it, know that you have to finish it. Okay? You have 1 hour and 20 minutes to complete each exam within the 3-day range that it is up there for you. Okay, so I'm back to the syllabus, guys. If you take a look at the bottom of the syllabus under the summary of assignment due dates, okay, if you look at exam 1, it will be available between June 5th and June 7th. So somewhere within that time frame, you are to allot yourself 1 hour and a half to jump online, to get on Blackboard, and to complete the exam. Once that 1 hour and 20 minutes is over, the exam will be closed to you and it will be submitted to me. Alright, I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to shoot me an email. Okay, jumping back to the syllabus, I went through the article summary, I briefly discussed the exams and how they will happen. The rest of the syllabus includes some important information that is necessary for Stony Brook, and you guys have probably seen this in other classes. And then finally at the bottom of the page you will have the weekly schedule. As you can see, the first week, that's this week, we're going to be going through the course requirements, this video that we're working on right now. Then we're going to start on some professional issues related to audiology, and then begin our discussion of anatomy and physiology. We'll follow that up with information on the nature of sound, and I think I went through these previously, so you can take a look at the weekly schedule here. The weekly schedule again also lists when the exams are going to be open. Okay, so exam 1 is as I discussed before. Exam 2 is open from June 13th to the 15th. Exam 3 is open from June 23rd to June 25th. And finally, exam 4 is open from June 3rd to June 5th. And then our class is done, guys. So it's quick, it's dirty, a lot of information, but it's totally doable. Hopefully you get a lot of great information that you can take with you as you move forward in your path to become a speech pathologist or an audiologist, or if you're just interested in this, if you're a linguistics major or minor, and this is going to be beneficial to you in life. Okay, so that was course requirements. Let me think. We're going to do a separate video where we begin to discuss the first unit, professional issues. I hope this all makes sense to you, and I'll see you soon.